Welcome, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to join me again. This is Gamble with Jimmy. Really appreciate you guys all subscribing and watching, and appreciate the support. I've got a Baccarat system that actually happened from my best friend, actually, where he didn't mean to create a Baccarat system. It was just his style of play that he started doing from experience. And he's literally killing it. Okay. He's up about $15,000 in the last week. And he's averaging every single day between $1,000 and $2,000 a day playing Baccarat. Okay. I mean, he's had a couple times where he's lost, but then he always gets it back. So, consistently, which is why I'm going to share his system, and we're calling it Captain Morgan Baccarat System. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you what has been successful for him. And so basically, what he does is he'll just come out. It doesn't matter what it is. He'll just pick one, and he'll do a $25 bet to get it started. Okay, so he loses that. So what he'll do is he'll switch it. So what he does is he plays for the chop and he'll lay out 50. Now, he doesn't do a ton of double, 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 double. He only will do it up to a couple times. So he's looking to win more often than he loses to generate the revenue. Okay, so he is winning that one. So we started with a $10,000 bankroll. So let's see how we do. Okay, so his system, the last that he played was the player. And he rotates again, and he'll do $25. So he doesn't stay on the same side. All right, so he lost. So he'll switch again. Okay, now he'll do 50. And I'll tell you when he stays on the same side. Okay, we'll get into that as we go. Okay, so he lost that one. So he'll now go switch to banker. And he's got to do 100 here, I believe. So he'll double at this point because these are small bets. Okay, so that's a tie. So he's just going to repeat that bet. Okay, so he won that one. And now he's going to go back to player and just rotate it to 25. So he's always playing a chop until a winning streak happens. He's looking for 3 consecutive wins on one side. Okay, he lost that. So he's going to go back to player. He's going to do, I believe it was 100. I could be wrong. It was either supposed to be 50 or 100. I really don't remember. Okay, and he's going to win that. So he'll go on banker now. We'll switch again. Okay, he lost that one. He'll switch again. He'll do 50 here. Yeah, it's been an amazing run. I mean, every single day he's winning $1,000. All right. So that's a tie. So we're going to repeat that. Okay, so he's going to win. And he'll rotate to banker for only 25. So right now it's just a slow amount. And what he'll do, I'll tell you what he'll do as well. Okay, so he lost that one, so he'll go back down to the banker for 50. So what he'll do is he'll start off on the $25 minimum tables, and when he gets up about 500 to 1,000, he'll take that money and he'll go over to the $100 minimum table. So he's going to play the exact same way, but he goes up on the total amount. Okay, so banker's going to win, and he wins. So he's already up. We clear this. He's up $166. Okay, he loses. So he'll go $50 on a chop. He's looking for chops. And so far, we've had a lot of chops. So his style of system is working once again. And he'll move it back to player on the chop. Okay, he wins again. He'll move it over to banker. Okay, that's a tie. So he'll stay on banker. We'll just repeat the bet. Okay, that's a loss. He'll go to player and do it for 50. He's going to win that. He'll go to banker for 25. He's up $238. Okay, he wins again. He'll go to player. Okay, he loses. Banker. Raise it to 50. Okay, so this is probably the biggest losing streak. I'm sorry, that was a mistake, guys. We'll play this one out, but we were supposed to switch to player, and I accidentally clicked the button, so I kind of screwed it up. That's okay. We'll see what happens here. Okay, so banker does win. So we kind of caught a break there. He actually would have lost there, which would have been 2 losses in a row. So whenever one, you guys haven't seen this yet, but whenever one side wins 3 in a row, then he goes on that side because he doesn't want to miss a run. Okay, so that's it. So he plays chop, 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 chop. He switches it on every single one, and then when one side wins 3 in a row, he shifts over and stays on that. Okay, so that's a loss. Let's clear that. We went a little too much here. This is supposed to be 50. Okay, he's going to win that. We'll go back to player for only 25. Okay, he loses that. He will switch to banker for 50. And he wins. He'll chop it and go back to player. So right now, all these bets are really, really small. But as you can see, we're up $275 right now pending the outcome of this. And now we're up $305, okay? So he's going to switch it. So this is a choppy board, okay? So the choppy board worked for him. But whenever he, starts losing whatever, it's usually because of a run. But what he'll do is one wins 3 in a row. On that third one, he sticks with that side. That way he don't get crushed. Okay, so that one is I'll be honest with you guys, I totally forgot where we were at. I'm just going to, I apologize. I'm just going to go to banker. I don't remember what we were on. Okay, right now, that is a tie. So the tie will just stay put on the banker. We'll play it again on a tie. So he stays with the same side after a tie. Okay, and he wins. We'll go back to 25 on player. So right now it's been pretty easy. Haven't gotten into any issues whatsoever. As far as consecutive losses, like I think we've only had 2 consecutive losses, which is always wonderful when you're playing Baccarat. It's when you start getting on that losing streak that starts hurting you. But what's cool about that one is he won't go too crazy with the double up system. He won't do the double up system more than like 2 or 3 times. Okay, that's a tie. So he'll keep it right here where it was. Okay, that's a loss. So he'll go to banker for 50. That's another loss. So he'll go to player now for 100. Okay, that's another loss. He'll go to banker now for 200. So he'll have no problem doubling up these bets at this amount. That won't really phase him with these type of dollar amount bets. Okay, so he's going to win that, and he'll go back to the 25. So we're only up like 230 right now. The most we got up was like 305. A lot of these are small bets. Okay, he's going to win that. So he'll go to banker. Clear that, go to 50. So, Baccarat is such a good game. I really enjoy Baccarat. It's a really interesting game. And it's real easy to win a couple $100 when you play Baccarat. I think the biggest problem that I see with Baccarat players is they go sometimes too much, where when they lose too much, they'll throw these huge bets out there, and they'll lose them, and that really will hurt you. So if you really notice as a Baccarat player, when you win, it's usually an easy win. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you got to put some big bets out there. But you can usually do the big bets when you're up like $10,000 over, maybe a week or two on the house. And then it's much more easier to throw, $1,000 bet out there if you have to every once in a while. Okay, banker makes a comeback and wins that one. So we're at exactly like $400 profit already. That creeped up real quick on this winning session here. Okay, going to win again. So we are at $415 profit. And like I said, he's consistently making $1,000 a day. Okay, guys, I don't remember which one we were. I'm so sorry. I'll go to player. I really don't remember. I wasn't paying attention again. Sometimes I go in La La Land. Okay, we're definitely going to win that one. So we'll go to 25 on banker. Okay, we got a 1-0. Okay, that's going to be a winner for banker. So we're up to $450. Ooh, tie. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a win there for player. Have to repeat it. And player gets the win. Okay, so we are up $463. Okay, 50 on player. So we haven't seen one side win 3 in a row yet. We have not seen that. Okay, I believe that's a loss. So we'll go 50 on banker. That's a win for banker. And like I said, sometimes Baccarat is just this way. It's just very, very smooth. Everything's going your way. and you really, really love sessions like this where you just keep winning and winning and winning, and you've never get in any kind of stressful situation. Okay, so those of you that don't know the game of Baccarat, it's the closest to 9. Face cards and 10s are 0 points. Okay, so that's an 8-8 tie. Okay, banker wins. $485 profit so far. Okay, banker's going to win. So we're going to play for the chop and go to 50. And when I say play for the chop, technically banker won. We just weren't on the banker side. So when I say you're going to a chop, you're switching sides. It doesn't mean on the side that won. Okay, you're playing a chop back and forth of your bet. I'm only referring to where your bets are. Okay, I'm not referring to how many won in a row. The only time that you're going to focus and change going back and forth is when you see bankers won 3 in a row. Once bankers won 3 in a row, then you're going to go ahead and put it on banker, or vice versa. Okay. Okay, banker's going to win. Okay, now I believe bankers won at least 2 in a row. I know 2. It could be 3 in a row. So if it was 3 in a row, we would go to banker right now. But we're going to make pretend it's only been 2 in a row because I haven't been paying attention. And we're winning, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so player wins. So like I said, when you're winning, you don't care. You don't care how many in a row, as long as you're always winning. Okay, we're definitely going to lose this one. Oh my God, we tied it. That was a miracle card for us. Okay, so we're going to switch it. Actually, on that tie, we should have stayed on banker, but it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Like I said, we didn't lose, and we're winning money. We're already over $500, so who cares, right? Okay, that's another tie. So in this particular case, we will stay on the same one on a tie. We've had back-to-back ties. Okay, we win again. So we're going to switch. And we're at $557. Let's get it to $600 and we'll call it a session. Okay, we win again. We are right about there. We win this hand. We can call this a session. And it looks like we're going to win. And there we go. And there's our $600. So, Captain Morgan Baccarat system once again has won. Now, a lot of times, like I said, when he plays, so for example, in this particular case, he would grind this smaller game to like $1,000, and then he'll take that $1,000 and it'll go over to the bigger table where the game kind of works, where it's kind of like this, where he'll take he'll be on a minimum of $100 table, and he'll do the same exact system. Okay, so he'll lose, and he'll come over here to banker, and he'll switch it, and he wins. You see what I'm saying? So, the profits kind of go higher and quicker that way, but at the same time, it's more stressful, okay? Because, you get in situations where you lose 2 or 3 in a row, and you go from a $100 bet to a $200 bet to a $400 bet. Now, sometimes you do make $1,000 bets and things like that when you're playing this game, but the moral of the story here is you really don't have to do that to be successful in Baccarat. You really, truly do not. Because every time that you'll notice that when you win, we just proven that you can win in Baccarat with $25 bets. You double to 50, you double to 100, and we never had to go past that. Okay. Now, if you lost 100 and you do a $200 one and you lose again, just go back to the 25. The only thing that matters is the outcome of whether you won or you didn't win. Okay. Because there's 2 ways that you can look at it. on a martingale system. Martingale system can get you in serious trouble if you lose 3 or 4 in a row and you've been doubling your bet. You get down big and you get in a hole. If you don't continue to do the martingale system, if you only do it maybe like 2 or 3 times on a double bet, and then you're like, you know what, this ain't worth it, I'm only down a couple $100, I'm just going to restart it back at 25 or 50, and you can control the total amount of the loss, and just over time, maybe luck is on your side where you're winning more than 50%. As you could see in that particular session, we probably won 70% of our bets. You know, that's not always going to happen. This may look like it was super easy to win $600, $700, but it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes it does, okay? So sometimes you might have to struggle just to get up $100. So one thing I've learned just as a professional gambler is when you struggle and you're struggling and you've been doing it for an hour and you finally get up 100 to 150 bucks, take the money and get off the damn table, because struggling like that is just, it's be thankful that you won, and it's just not that easygoing night. That's all. You know, it's still a profit is a profit. The more that you take on profits and get up on the house, the better. I really appreciate every one of you guys for taking the time to watch my videos and support me and subscribe. And I hope this is something that you guys can try. If it works for Captain Morgan, it's been working. Believe me, I see it every single day. I see it happening in real life, and you know, he's doing really good. Like I said, he's up like 15 grand on the casino, and it's very difficult for the casino to get that money back as long as you always are smart and control the days that you do lose. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. You make it a great day, okay? I hope you guys have a wonderful day.